Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time.
Hello everyone, welcome to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what we do on this channel, hit on the subscribe button, also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we drop a new video. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this platform, we drop videos every day and we react to every video that come our way. And on this very video, I will be watching with you. And after watching, let's go to the comment section and drop our opinion constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. See you next time.
Congratulations, Katrina. They heard you. Yes, indeed, they heard you. You came out to tell us that the 2023 election, you found it fascinating. You found it fascinating that people were killed.
Because as it stands now, the president-elect of this country is His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi.
He don't set everywhere, don't scatter. Any obedient will not share this video. I dey come your house to come beat you. This IЄ3D and CHØK3, this woman has something else. Anything will make Inec share man see this video. He must surely hang himself. He must surely failure. Go slaughter himself by himself. It's a shame say you want to turn Nigeria to slave country. The evil and abomination when you commit, very soon he go speak for you shortly. Make una watch this video. Obedient. I dey come on our page. If you don't share, I will beat you.
Congratulations, Katrina. They heard you. Yes, indeed, they heard you. You came out to tell us that the 2023 election, you found it fascinating. You found it fascinating that people were killed. You found it fascinating that people were injured, people were harmed. You found it fascinating that results were being changed. You found it fascinating that violence was brought into the election. Well, they've heard you. They've heard you loud and clear. And the gubernatorial election, they unleashed more violence. More people have been killed. More people have been harmed. More people have been disenfranchised. More people have been refused to perform their civic duty. The same thing that you not accept in your own country. You come to our country and you sit down, you're fascinated by an election that is marked with violence because, of course, it's a horror film you can watch live happening. Again and again and again we have stand this double standard, this two-faced standard. We do not one thing. You sit in your pretty little countries, you have election where people are free to go out and vote, where nobody is afraid for their life, where nobody is killed when they go out for election, and then you come to our own place, you accept a minimum standard. You're okay with, a few being killed because those few are not part of your families. Those few are not your citizens. We do not need handouts from you. We do not need handouts from these nations. You sit down, you constantly want our country to be down, you want our continent to be down, so that you say, we sent them £5 million for the election. Taxpayers' money. Do we look like we need £5 million? Does Nigeria look like it needs £5 million? We have said to you, stop giving an enabling environment for people who loot our nation dry and take them to your places and invest them there. There must be minimum standard. We're sitting down here, people are being killed because they want to exercise their civic duty. And you come to tell us that we should be proud of an election that is so mad.
Reset Nigeria as a people. So therefore, we call on INEC to cancel the elections in places where irregularities were performed with evidence to show. These cancellations should give birth to fresh elections so that the people can return the nation to stability. We use this opportunity to also call on President Muhammadu Buhari to disband the transition committee he set up to hand over power to another democratic administration, because the election that produced the man called Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu as president-elect is not proper and will never be recognized by the Nigerian people. The disbandment by Buhari will go a long way to help redeem the image of our democracy and rebuild our political stability at this time in history. It is a total waste of time and public funds for a transition committee to transfer power to a fake, democratic, impersonating and undemocratic president-elect. President Buhari, sir, you can also use this disbandment as a way to create the solid pockets of peace for Nigeria and its people before you return power come May 2023. We call on INEC to also cancel the elections held in Lagos for the governorship. Fellow Nigerians, this should also interest you to know that the fight for a true democracy for Nigeria is no more going to be a thing Nigerians alone can make a reality. This is because we have decided to call on the international courts to step into the matter before Nigeria is turned into a political war zone that the world will not be able to control. If Buhari's administration refuses to obey the laws set aside by the Electoral Act, we shall have no option but to seek redress at the International Court of Justice. We are talking about the ICC, because for the VMCII, these political wickedness are also seen as criminal crimes that will attract criminal investigation by an independent court of international competent jurisdiction. We shall invite the ICC by rolling a special petition to them to flash a red light on settling the case of the fake results INEC refused to have a review upon, that the viewers are provided by the laws of our Electoral Act. It's time to honestly reconnect INEC back on track as an independent agency of government. Your redemption is very key if you wish to have a positive participation of youths in other future elections, because it is very clear that the just concluded governorship and state assembly elections were protectively boycotted by the youths. That is why a low turnout was recorded, and INEC, as an independent body, must have a review of the presidential election results so it can declare Mr. Peter Obi as president-elect as the choice voted as president by the Nigerian people.
Because as it stands now, the president-elect of this country is His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi. The one illegally declared by INEC cannot be given power come May 29. And that's why we are calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to constitute an interim government, to hand over power to, so that that interim government can superintend over any of the litigations to create a smooth sail of the presidential litigations ahead. The battle to salvage Nigeria is a battle of no retreat, no surrender. What actually transpired wasn't an election. What happened was a miscarriage of electoral justice. All we see flying around over the conventional and social media is an affront on our democracy. The APC administration has succeeded in plunging this country into a political aberration. Before the international community, Nigeria is now seen as a laughing stock. We are seizing this opportunity to call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to disband and call for a total overhaul of the entire electoral body called Independent National Electoral Commission, and under the supervision of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. They have performed woefully. Professor Mahmoud Yakubu has succeeded in debasing that institution. There is no longer credibility. We are asking him to throw in the towel or face the Nigerian people. Secondly, as an addendum to that, we are also calling on the INEC chairman. Last week, when we had our World Press Conference, we gave them 48 hours to allow our lawyers access. As a matter of that, they only allowed our lawyers access to 2 irrelevant states to inspect the materials. The key states that we are hoping to use to overturn the election, they have persistently and consistently refused our lawyers. We are giving them 24 hours from now. 24 hours. If not, they shall meet the Nigerian people, occupy the entire INEC offices in this country. Secondly, we are also using this opportunity to address the spokesperson of the PCC, Bayo Onanuga. His incendiary statements and comments in trying to divide Nigerians along ethnic lines and religious lines. This was the same thing that happened in Rwanda in 1994 when Hutus began to divide using divisive statements, incendiary statements, inflammatory statements on the Tutsi, calling them cockroaches, and that led to a genocide that lasted for over 100 days between April 17th to July 15th, 1994, that killed over 800,000 Tutsi. We don't want that in Nigeria. We are calling upon him to rescind his words that are divisive. Nigerians are equal in any part of the country, and in fact, Nigerians are supposed to live anywhere without the fear of tribalism. Thirdly, security agencies are complicit of all that transpired during the gubernatorial election. We are calling for a total overhaul of the security agency being led by the Inspector General of Police. By law, his tenure is expired. He's not supposed to remain there. We don't know on what law they are operating in this country. Lastly, we are seizing this opportunity to call on the current government for an interim government to be put in place to enable effective and smooth judicial adjudication on the presidential election.
Ladies and gentlemen, good day, my brothers and sisters, my mommies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all.